Shaw Brothers versus Golden Harvest, the rise of two movie empires. Two studios, one city, a rivalry that created legends. For 3 decades, they battled for supremacy of Asian cinema. One had the empire, the other had the vision. Shaw Brothers versus Golden Harvest. This is part 1, the rise of two empires. This is how the greatest rivalry in martial arts cinema began. Shaw Brothers' greatest hits. First, let me show you the empire that was Shaw Brothers. The 1960s Wuxia Revolution. Cheng Pei-pei in Come Drink With Me, 1966, 1.3 million Hong Kong dollars, the first female kung fu superstar. She redefined wuxia cinema. Jimmy Wang Yu in One-Armed Swordsman, 1967, 1.4 million Hong Kong dollars, the first Hong Kong film to break $1 million, a cultural phenomenon. Return of the One-Armed Swordsman, 1969, 1.7 million, even bigger than the original. Early 1970s, the Golden Duo. T. Long and David Chiang became the Golden Duo of Shaw Brothers. Vengeance, 1970, 2.6 million Hong Kong dollars. The New One-Armed Swordsman, 1971, 2.9 million. The Blood Brothers, 1973, 3.1 million. The most bankable duo in Asia. T. Long in The Magic Blade, 1976, 3.4 million. Early 1970s, other major stars. Lo Lie in King Boxer, also known as Five Fingers of Death, 1972, 3.4 million Hong Kong dollars locally, plus 22 million in the United States. The first kung fu film to break America before Bruce Lee. Chun Guan Tai in The Boxer from Shantung, 1972, 3.4 million Hong Kong dollars. Mid-1970s, The Young Dragons. Fu Sheng and Chi Quan Chun in Boxer Rebellion, 1976, 2 million. The new generation arrives. Fu Sheng and Chi Quan Chun in Five Shaolin Masters, 1974, 2.4 million. Fu Sheng and Chi Quan Chun in Shaolin Temple, 1976, 3.9 million. Fu Sheng in The Brave Archer, 1977, 4.5 million. Adapted from Jin Young's novel The Legend of the Condor Heroes, one of Chang Che's biggest box office hits. Late 1970s, The Venom Mob and Gordon Liu Jia Hui. Five Deadly Venoms, 1978, 3.1 million, a cult classic that defined an era. Gordon Liu in the 36th Chamber of Shaolin, 1978, 1.8 million locally, but became an international phenomenon. It influenced hip-hop and Western action cinema. Gordon Liu in 8 Diagram Pole Fighter, 1984, 4.3 million. Over 1,000 films produced. Cheng Pei-pei, Jimmy Wang Yu, T. Long, David Jiang, Fu Sheng, Chi Guanjun, Gordon Liu Jia Hui, Lo Lie, Chun Guan Tai, The Venom Mob. A dynasty of stars, a factory of dreams. From 1958 to 1985, they were kings. Golden Harvest's challenge. But in 1970, a rebel studio emerged with a different vision, the Bruce Lee Revolution. The Big Boss, 1971, 3.2 million Hong Kong dollars, a new star arrives. Fist of Fury, 1972, 4.3 million, demolished Shaw's records. Enter the Dragon, 1973, $25 million worldwide, changed cinema forever, made kung fu a global phenomenon. Beyond Bruce, The Expanding Empire. Angela Mao in Hapkido, 1972, 2.3 million. The Female Bruce Lee, Golden Harvest's Leading Lady. Angela Mao in Lady Whirlwind, 1972, 2.1 million. Sammo Hung in Enter the Fat Dragon, 1978, 3.8 million. Director, choreographer, and star. Sammo Hung in The Victim, 1980, 6.8 million. Sammo Hung in Prodigal Son, 1981, 10.2 million. Double Shaw's biggest hits. The Jackie Chan Explosion. Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, 1978, 2.8 million. The Breakthrough. Drunken Master, 1978, 6.7 million. Comedy plus Kung Fu equals revolution. The Young Master, 1980, 11.9 million, the highest-grossing Hong Kong film ever at that time. Project A, 1983, 19.3 million. Police Story, 1985, 26.6 million. Numbers Shaw Brothers could never dream of. 600-plus films, half Shaw's output, but double the cultural impact. Bruce Lee, Angela Mao, Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan. They didn't just compete, they changed the rules. This is part 1, the rise of two cinema empires. We start with the first empire, Shaw Brothers. The Shaw family legacy. The Shaw story begins long before Hong Kong. 1920s Shanghai. The Shaw brothers, Runji, Runmei, Runrun, and Runji operated cinemas across Southeast Asia. 1930s Singapore, they built Malay film productions, dominating the region's film industry. But Runrun Shaw had bigger ambitions. 1957, at age 50, Runrun Shaw arrives in Hong Kong with a vision. I will build the Hollywood of the East. His brother Runmei handles Singapore operations. Runrun focuses on Hong Kong. The mission? Total domination of Chinese-language cinema. 1958. Shaw Brothers Hong Kong Limited is officially founded. Initial strategy: Mandarin melodramas, targeting all of Chinese-speaking Asia. Color cinematography, expensive but stunning. Production volume, outproduce all competitors. Theater acquisitions, control distribution and exhibition. Early successes: The Kingdom and the Beauty, 1959, a hit. The Love Etern, 1963, 3 million Hong Kong dollars, massive for the early 60s. The Love Etern is a Hong Kong musical film in the Huang Mei opera genre, directed by Li Han-sheng and starring Ivy Ling-po. The film is based on the story of Liang Shanbo and Chu Yingtai, a Chinese folktale comparable to Romeo and Juliet. But Runrun Shaw knows to build a movie empire, he needs infrastructure. Movietown, the Dream Factory. 1961, Movietown opens in Clearwater Bay, Hong Kong. The numbers? 46 acres, one of the world's largest private film studios. 12 sound stages, fully equipped. Outdoor standing sets, ancient Chinese villages, temples and palaces, Qing Dynasty streets, Ming Dynasty courtyards, forests, mountains, battlefields. On-lot facilities, costume departments with thousands of period costumes, props warehouses, weapons, furniture, everything. Post-production labs, editing suites, sound mixing rooms, actor dormitories, stars lived on-lot. Canteen, feeding hundreds daily, training facilities. The scale? Bigger than most Hollywood studios of the era. The vision? Everything in-house. Total control. Maximum efficiency. The result? Shaw Brothers could shoot 4 to 5 films simultaneously. While competitors struggled to make 10 films a year, Shaw cranked out 40 to 50. This wasn't just a studio. This was a film factory. The studio system. Total control. But infrastructure alone doesn't make an empire. Run Shaw needed a system. The Shaw Brothers contract system. For actors, 7-year exclusive contracts, standard. Fixed monthly salaries, 800 to 2,000 Hong Kong dollars for stars, 200 to 500 for supporting players. No profit participation. The studio keeps all box office. No creative input. You read the script the day of shooting. Can't work for competitors. Breach equals blacklist plus lawsuit. Studio controls your image, haircut, weight, public appearances. Assigned roles. No choosing projects. For directors, 2 to 3 weeks per film. Efficiency over artistry. Strict budgets. No overruns. House style. The Shaw aesthetic must be maintained. Script approval by Run Shaw personally. The Shaw Actors Training Class. Recruits aged 16 to 25. 2 to 3 years of training. Peking opera acrobatics, Northern Shaolin Kung Fu, dancing, essential for musicals, acting techniques, weapon training. Graduates signed to 7-year contracts immediately. Examples: T. Long, David Jiang, early 1960s recruits. The Shaw Brothers Total Control. Shaw Brothers controlled production, Movietown, distribution, Shaw & Sons distribution arm across Asia, exhibition, theater chains in Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia. The monopoly. If you're a filmmaker, you need Shaw's theaters. If you're a theater owner, you need Shaw's films. Competitors crushed by sheer market power. Run Shaw's philosophy? Stars are replaceable. The studio is forever. By 1965, Shaw Brothers produced 60% of all Hong Kong films. Total domination. The Rebellion. By 1970, Run Shaw's empire seemed unstoppable. But empires fall from within, and the seeds of rebellion were already growing. Raymond Chow, the man on the inside. A name Run Shaw would come to regret. Born 1927. Educated journalist, English language press. 1958, he joins Shaw Brothers as publicist. Sharp, ambitious, understands both East and West. Quickly rises through ranks. By 1965, production chief. Oversees all Shaw productions. Right-hand man to Run Shaw. Involved in hundreds of films. Knows every secret, every process, every weakness. But Raymond Chow saw cracks in the empire. The problems he witnessed. 1. Talent unhappiness. Stars paid poverty wages despite massive box office. Directors treated like assembly line workers. Creativity crushed by formula. Wang Yu's growing frustration. Biggest star, treated poorly. 2. Rigid system. Run Shaw's autocratic control. No room for innovation. Films felt repetitive by late 1960s. Younger audiences wanting something new. 3. Missed opportunities. International market ignored. Only Chinese diaspora focus. Modern stories rejected. Only period pieces. No profit sharing equals no loyalty. The breaking point. Multiple heated arguments with Run Shaw. Chow is saying, we need to modernize, give stars creative input. Shaw says, the system works, don't question it. Early 1970, Wang Yu leaves Shaw Brothers. Shaw's biggest star breaks contract, goes independent. Shaw sues, blacklists him, industry shaken. Raymond Chow watches this and thinks, if the biggest star can't negotiate with Shaw, the system is broken. The decision. Mid-1970, age 42, Raymond Chow resigns from Shaw Brothers. Shockwave through industry. Run Shaw furious, feels betrayed. He'll fail, they all come back. But Raymond Chow had other plans. The first episode of Part 1, The Rise of Two Empires, ends here. Next episode, Raymond Chow starts from scratch and establishes Golden Harvest Studio. Bruce Lee returns to Hong Kong, and the Shaw Brothers make the biggest mistake in film history. Subscribe to stay tuned. Like if you're excited for episode 2. Comments, Team Shaw or Team Raymond? See you in the next episode.